Alright guys, Hot Rods in the Woods, back again with the magic debacle of T56 bearing failures and fixing them. So here's what I've got. The transmission is in the hole. So there she is. I did center the bell housing, I checked all my end plays. Everything should be well within spec. I have 3 thousandths difference on the bell housing, which is less than 5, which is fine. I also have 2 thousandths of clearance on the input shaft for end play, so that's good. So here we go. So this fitting here is the drain plug for the T56. I'm going to spin around here and I'll try to turn this light so it's not so bright you can't see. So there's that fitting. Now I'm going to go up over the top and around the back, come through here and come into my pump. From my pump, it will go into this fitting, which is the original fill plug. Now instead of using that as the fill, I'm going to use this plug, which is actually the backup light plug. Yeah, because that turns on and off with the backup light fork, reverse fork. So that'll be my fill. Now you notice that this side where the fill is about here. So I'm going to put a gallon in it. And then, as long as my pump pumps, this thing can almost run out of fluid. So we'll make sure there's no leaks. As long as there's no leaks, we'll be good. So they say 3.7 quarts. I'm putting in an entire gallon of Dexron 3, which is what they call for. So now we move to the pump. With the pump, I'm coming out of the pump here, which will be direct to the transmission. This is the suction. On the suction line, I'm using 6 ANs, and apparently that'll work just fine. And then from my 6 ANs, I'm going to have a filter assembly because we want to clean the fluid before it hits in the pump and tears the pump up. And somewhere right around here, if I can find it, I have a coupler which will attach this to this. Then from there, it goes out and it will go to that other fitting on the back of the transmission. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this together. Big thanks to Trinity Hathcock. He helped me out with a whole bunch of fittings, saved me ordering more, and it looks like everything I need is going to be here. And then we'll do some horse trading, or he can use my lift or whatever it takes to thank him for helping me out so much. This is a big deal. I couldn't have gotten the fittings until Friday otherwise, which would have meant another 4 days without my hot rod. So he saved me a whole bunch. I appreciate him a whole lot. I'm also going to post a little video here, just a quick snippet in the shorts of his 600 horsepower twin turbo Camaro. It's 560 something to the rear wheels at almost no boost. And when he turns the CO2 on, it's over 800. This thing is an animal. Set up for road course as well as a little bit of street racing, drag racing, whatever you want to call it. It's just a beautiful piece of equipment. He's done it all himself. There's something to be said for that. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Hey, Hot Rods in the Woods is back again. I know they're short, but at least something's happening. So here we go. I've went ahead and mounted the pump. As you can see, it's about a foot away from the exhaust. Should be fine. Remember, this is not for cooling. This is for circulation. I've gone ahead and made my upper hose fittings to go into push fluid up my rail, as you see in the other videos, and lubricate the front bearings. I've gone ahead and added a filter in the line, which goes around the back of the cross member, comes around, goes back over the top. I'm going to put a zip tie here to get it away from this stuff, cross member. and comes into this fitting here. Now, one little tip I can tell you is go ahead and get yourself a set of these. If you're doing AN fittings, they're super cheap. I don't know what I paid for these, but they were, I mean, they're Taiwanese, whatever, but they work. They don't mar up your fittings, so it makes it look pretty. Anyway, all I've got to do now is fill the transmission and run the wiring, but I have to go get a cabinet for all my aerosol cans, just a good old gray 2-door cabinet, but that way I can put all them in there, and then I can go ahead and use this magic bin for what it was designed for, and that's nuts, bolts, and other stuff that has taken over not only my wall. Yes, this is all nuts, bolts, you name it. If we don't have one, we have 3, and there's more in there. There's a whole bunch more in there, so I need some organization on that. So anyway, the plan is not to rush. Tomorrow I will post the final video, hopefully, of it running and driving, and I'll have the pump wired and ready to rock. Hope you're having a great day. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll be back soon.